人はいつかそれに名をつけた
What? What is this place? My mana dosing couldn't detect any trace of mana in the forest, and yet this settlement has as many people as a small kingdom. She was at a loss for words. At the gate stood a signboard in a language we were unfamiliar with. The people traversing in and out of the gates. The language being spoken and exchanged. The architecture, the craftsmanship, the masonry, everything. Just about everything that defined the settlement was incredibly foreign. They are not speaking Adristan. They must not be a part of the alliance. I'm not even sure if this settlement is even located on the continent of Sunny Adrisda. Nothing about this settlement even remotely resembles anything we know. Going beyond the gate and into the settlement may prove to be a more daunting task than I imagined. My lady? Without a doubt, we are completely oblivious to the custom of this region, and for that reason, I recommended that we communicate through aeratum. Agreed. Also, we should conceal our identities. Out of caution, none of us should under any circumstance utter the name of Rexenheide. Agreed. We could be in enemy territory, for all we know. Until we learn something substantial, we are no more than a pair of travelers. Okay, Ratana, we're travelers. I will speak for us, so please allow me a moment to adjust myself to aeratum first. Okay. Ratana, people are looking at us. Yes, there are. The townspeople passing us by would turn and stare blankly at us both. Perhaps our form of attire is entirely foreign to the locale. We better find a boutique after we locate the store that sells sediment stones. Stay close to me, my lady. I'm trying. Isn't there anyone unassuming looking we could try communicating with? We'll never know anything until we make contact with someone. Excuse me, we are searching for the nearest sundry. Would you be so kind as to assist us? Sarge, sure organ, bruh. I suppose I'll have to simplify my request. It was already a simple request, though. We've lost our way and need directions. 是不是？Eta, Lochanakotachi, Abliu, Speaky lo Linji fu Franchi pu PGU? He understood me this time. I'm not so sure he did, Ratana. Let me try. I'm sorry, but we're not from around here. Could you please help us find the closest clothing store? Helpy fu findo ko clothing you? Yes, you who. Helpy to tiki gu, gary ku clothing you. Impressive. Selfine managed to deconstruct Adrisdian into this man's way of speaking. But now, I can't understand a single word Selfine's saying. Neither did I. You're extending your endings too much, Ratana. Shorten them a bit. Also, the proper received pronunciation is. Upon receiving Selfine's instructions, I made another attempt. Oh, a sundry? Well, why don't you say it in the first place? There are tons of them around town. Wow, I can understand him now, and he understood my request. Selfine has always been a master of picking up new languages by osmosis. Thank you very much for your help, kind sir. Does this place have its own currency? We weren't sure if it did or not. Oh, honey, first of all, this place is a city, and second, of course it does. What, do you think we deal in animal pelts? I suppose not. So, I suppose you wouldn't have any local currency, would you? Would you hoping to go shopping for something? You could say that. So you're short on change. Oh, I know. You could pawn something. There's a pawn shop right outside the city. The young man was earnest in assisting Selfine and directed us to his specified pawn shop. Thank you again, kind sir. You've been a great help. Please, it was nothing really. As we left in indicated direction, I noticed that the young man would look back occasionally for a glimpse of Selfine. That young man seemed quite earnest, my lady. He sure was. I've never met such a helpful stranger before. Earnest for all the wrong reasons. Gosh, Ratana, why not use Aeratum to communicate? They don't speak Egeristian, you know. I noticed. Even without Aeratum, Selfine would have no trouble being understood. She was gifted with linguistic talent from birth. In Aeratum, the more control and flexibility one has in their mother tongue, the more easily their thoughts can be conveyed across languages. If I may interject, my lady, Aeratum, one of the most difficult techniques amongst currently known comcraft is how kingdoms without a mutual language engaged in diplomacy, I don't know what you call that, whatever. Aeratum originated during the reign of Virag Ruxenhyde III, who yearned for a method that could be used to unite kingdoms in conflict. He sought to conclude conflicts through communication, and Aeratum would make that possible. Selfine, having learned of this via path down, understood his desires quite well. The royalty of Ruxenhyde may have a gift for languages, but please don't break Aeratum to converse with the populace. Granted, I have no ear for languages, so my request carried little to no weight. Oh, why not, Ratana? I want to help too, and I'd like to learn the language. I have a facility with languages, but I can't use Metacraft. Nonsense, my lady. You're well versed in Metacraft. Your culinary skills are top-notch, and you're amazing archer. Ooh, you have so many talents. You have many talents. Sorry. Don't flatter me, Ratana. We both know I'm below average in all of those. The only arts I truly excel at are making conversation and language. Without those, I have nothing. Do not despair, my lady. Have faith in your many talents and strengths. Nothing positive will come from degrading your dignity. But you always degrade yourself, Ratana. It is well deserved in my case. I have much more to learn, so much that I may never be satisfied. That alone is a contradictory statement. Gosh, Ratana, why I'd trade my linguistic skills for your flair with Manacrafting in a heartbeat. There's nothing particularly beneficial to making conversation, but it's all I have. Utter nonsense. If you willed it, you could easily converse with anyone through Aeratum. Think of the opportunities that dialogue would create. I don't have your facility with languages, my lady. I'd never have learned Aeratum without you. You really think so, Ratana? I do believe so, truly. Please, do not degrade your dignity any further. You will succeed the throne as Queen Selfine of Ruxenhyde one day. Your people will not judge you by the fine silk gowns you wear or your beauty, for the imbeciles who would dare do. Please do not force me to illustrate my point further. Yeah, Ratana, you're way too young for that old lady talk. Huh? Wait for me, Ratana. I was only kidding. Yeah, you made you look like an old lady. We're here. Having followed the young man's direction dutifully, we arrive in an old pawn shop outside the city. So, there really are places that still only accept local currency. Outside of Ruxenhyde, I suppose the use of currency is still commonplace. While Ruxenhyde has moved beyond using money, the rest of the Alliance uses the same as their common currency. We can no longer act under the presumption that our cultures share anything in common. Agreed. Is something amiss, my lady? No, it's just, I'd never seen or touched real money before. Kinda exciting, isn't it? We never needed it, so I suppose it's only natural. But my lady, you've at least seen a sane note before, haven't you? Of course I have, but seeing and feeling are two completely different things. Logical, seeing as we never had a need for it. And fathers always told me that money is the embodiment of all evil. Contact with money would beckon forth the archdemon of avarice, Sequil, who would steal your soul? Archdemon of Avaris? Seriously. I can't wait to see the city's currency. We're close in age, but Salpine was a child at heart, and her curiosity about the whole outside Rexenheide was overflowing. Money has always been deeply rooted in the foundation of any society. Some yearn for it, some do not. It is a necessary evil. At least I think it is. Whatever the case, our common sense as citizens of Rexenheide should be sound enough to fend off greed. At least I hope we can. I know, Ritana. I just want to savor the moment, that's all. The issue at hand for us now would be deciding what item to put up for collateral, and whether or not that item had any value in the eyes of the appraiser. Maybe a precious metal might work? Shall we, my lady? Hello? This is bonafide plantanium, missy. Seen platinum forged and polished into a blade quite like this one. My collateral was the ceremonial dagger I received after being appointed Salpine's royal guardian. The appraiser / proprietor was beyond surprised when I presented it to him. I'm just overwhelmed with relief that the locals view platinum as a valuable commodity. Are ya planning on Childish butte, missy? If at all possible, yes. It is of sentimental value to me, but I hope it will be of some worth to you. Wow, where and when did Ritana learn how to haggle? She's a pretty smooth talker. The blade itself looks well polished, like it's never been used. Is an antique, missy? No, I never had to use it before. I received this dagger when I was 15, and I've had it on me for 4 years now. 4 years and not once have ya had to use it? Oh, missy, if only I could age like this butte right here. Time flies right as you at my age, but just looking at this new blade makes me brighten right up. If that's how you feel, then the emotional attachment you'll gain toward it will be priceless. Indeed you do, missy. I think the price I have in mind is appropriate for the quality of the craft. Oh, he's gonna give us an offer. Let's see. How does 500 gallows sound? 500 gallows? Is something amiss, missy? Is something amiss? I would say something's amiss. 4 years might mean nothing to you, but that's half my youth. I spent half my youth with that dagger, and those memories cannot be brought. This dagger was all that kept me company in times of dire duress. I speak the truth when I say the comfort this dagger brought me is worth more than 500 gallows. What? That makes absolutely no sense. What does your youth have to do with that dagger's value? How did her youth get mixed into the deal? Gah. Alright then, missy. How's 600 gallows sound? 600? You do both my dagger and youth and injustice with so paltry an appraisal? I see that neither has any significance to you. We shall take our leave. Clearly, you see little value in possessing my treasured dagger. Just wait a moment now. 630 gallows. That's more than a fair price for your dagger, your youth, and its mean final offer. Oh, very well. I shall accept your final offer as a symbol of your understanding. Ya drive a real hard bargain, missy, but I'm glad we had a deal. It's Ritana's evil grin. I haven't seen that grin in years. Phew. You really overcharged him, Ritana. Did you drive up the price because he was giving us a bad deal? Oh, of course not. I don't even know how much a gallow is worth. You didn't know? Then why? Oh, I just wanted to see how much more we could get before he refused to go any higher. I admit, it was thrilling to see how much further I could push him. Who are you? You must be Sequil in disguise. Please. We have more pressing matters to attend to. Wait, Ritana. What about sediment stones? Oh, I completely forgot in the heat of the moment. Do you think 630 gallows is enough for 2 sediment stones? I'm sure it would be more than enough. A precious metal of platinum's value far exceeds that of a common ores. Pardon me, I forgot. We're actually looking for one more thing.
Oh, what kind of thing?
We're looking for sediment stones specialized for mana crafting. You could have heard a pin drop.
Sediment stones?
The proprietor's expressive grin suddenly turned grim. Yes, sediment stones. Despite his apprehension, I must press on. Class 3? No, Class 4 quality stones will do. 2 of the crudest cuts you have. He stared at me long and hard. His piercing stare exuded the exact pressure I placed on him during my haggle. And suddenly, his expression changed to a sly sneer. What's the matter with him?
You know what's mishies? I knew you must be traitors when I first saw ya. You are, aren't ya?
Sort of, but that's not your concern. Do you have what we need or not? If you don't have any, could you please tell us where we could find a store that does?
Real traders would have passed through a town or two before now, though. So, you know what's being traded into other towns, yes? So, what's all this sediment stone stuff about? Are ya belittling a man trying to make an honest living?
Excuse me?
Oh, ya want me to spell it out? Is that the name of this game? 'Cause if it is, ya got a real mean streak, missy.
I swear I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ya sure know damn well that a dusty old pawn shop like this could never afford to have them precious sediment stones.
Come again? Precious sediment stones?
I know I'll never be able to afford sediment stones, but I don't need reminding. If that's all ya wanted to ask, then please leave. Ya done me enough harm for one day.
Wait a moment. Sediment stones are precious around here. That can't be true. Class 4 sediment stones are so common. Every child in our kingdom has at least 1 or 2 to play with. It can't be. No, she hadn't just...
I thought something was fishy about you two. You two really aren't from around here. You're both from another continent altogether. Outsiders.
Outsiders?
So, Class 4 sediment rocks are so common where you're from. Not every grubby runt around has more than one.
He just called us outsiders. I realize you've taken offense. But please answer me this. Are we? Is this region the outer pole? Outer pole?
You're not really asking me this, are ya? How could you two survive as traveling traders if ya don't even know where it is you're traveling?
We have our reasons. Answer me this, and we'll be on our way. We will ask no more.
Oh, for the love of all mana. Yes, Missy, you're on the outer pole. Specifically, south-southwest from the middle of the second pole in the 3rd sector. Right now, you're just outside Kadia City. The 3rd sector is the largest region on the whole continent. Reason being that the outer pole is more of an island than a continent. I honestly hope ya both got all that. From where do you two hail, anyways?
The second pole? Ratana. We've been swept to the other side of the planet. Alright, chapter 2. And achievement unlock. You have my gratitude. Good sir. Let's be on our way, my lady. Okay.
Hold your horses, Bonnie.
Bonnie?
Missy over there said that you two were in need of sediment stones. Only mana crafters have any use for them. Normal folk like me shall only care for the pretty price they fetch. Are you two actually mana crafters?
Pardon us, good sir, but we cannot answer that.
It makes no difference to me yet whether you answer or not. I just wanted to mention something for your sakes. There's to be the outer pole, and the outer pole be a god-forsaken continent bereft of mana. Mana lines, mana stream. If it's mana you're after, then ya came to the wrong continent. You won't find any mana crafters on the outer pole. No siree. Mana lines round here be about as thick as string with about as much mana. No point in learning mana crafting. Folk on the outer pole and us Cadians ain't got it so good. unlike the rest of the world that sees mana crafted used every day. But it ain't all gloom and doom theories. We found ways to make do without mana. We've got our own problem solving method. We call it science. With science, we were able to physically tap into those the mana lines and drain what little there was for whatever we need. Did you know where I'm going with this, Missy?
I have the gist of it.
Mana is the source of all life on this planet. Every living thing has purified mana swirling inside them. We on the outer pole need purified mana for energy, just like everyone else. Desperate for it, in fact. The only difference is that we can't tap into that mine full purified mana. Not like you, Missy.
So, before science, you needed help from mana crafters.
That's the gist. There's nothing more precious on this godforsaken continent than mana. What good is it, though, if you can't manipulate it? Which is why sediment stones are ridiculously expensive. They can store purified mana siphoned from the body. Even now, there are money-grubbing crafters, mana crafters, who want to sell sediment stones brimming with purified mana to the highest bidder. Where do you think they get their purified mana from? I think you two know where I'm going with this, Missy.
Sigh.
They kidnap.
Oh my gosh. They kidnap people to siphon mana from. It only regenerates so much daily, so they must have kidnapped as many as they could for a constant supply.
A word to the wise, Missy. Cadians don't take kindly to mana crafters for those reasons, or outsiders, for that matter. Keep your mana crafting powers concealed. And don't tell folks that you're looking for the crudest cuts of sediment stones. You're gonna be an outlet for their frustration. Even with the advent of science, we remember what it's like to go without mana. Not a speck of mana shall go wasted, they say.
Thank you for your word of caution. Oh, who's this new girl? Outsiders? Wow. Why did this happen? What happened? What have we gotten ourselves into? I devoted 2 years to optimizing that blasted mana line. I even immersed myself into it to confirm its path to the emergency shelter. So why? What's the matter, my lady? I can't help but feel disgusted at myself. My lady, there's absolutely no reason to feel that way. When I was a child, Father always told me stories about the Outer Pole and the people who lived there. Father always made it sound like it was worlds away, so much that I thought mana-less lands were a myth. But after what the proprietor just told us, I just can't help but feel disgusted at myself for feeling fortunate for having been born in Rugs and Hiding. Fortunate for never having experienced the hardships of living a life without the convenience of mana crafting. That's the first thing I felt too. Not empathy for the people or a desire to help, but how fortunate I was to be born ignorant of their suffering. I'm so selfish, Ritana. So selfish. It makes me sick to my stomach. Ignorance is bliss, they say. But how can I rule Rugs and Hiding if I'm this blind to the suffering that goes on beyond our walls? You cannot expect to feel helpless if you've never been subjected to an experience that would evoke helplessness. Even if we possess the capacity to help these people, we have to set our priorities straight, supplying them with mana to ensure their survival is not one of them. Everything is a distraction until we return to Rugs and Hiding, my lady. I know, Ritana, but I can't shake this feeling of self-loathing. You know, Ritana, my lady, the world isn't so small, after all. Indeed. To be honest, I couldn't help but feel the same, my lady. Excuse me? Huh? I'm sorry if I'm surprised to... Eek! I bit my tongue. I didn't mean to scare you. Well, you sure got my pulse up. I couldn't sense her presence before she spoke up. How did she do it? I know the sound weird coming from a stranger, but if you don't mind me asking, are you two visiting from another place? Ah, oh no, they're looking at me funny. They totally think I'm a creeper. Oh, gosh, where are my manners? My name is... Your name is... oh, my name's... Ruin. Again, I'm sorry if I scared you. You think you two could forgive me if I took you both on a tour of the city? Wait a second. Your name is Ruin? No. Sorry about the stutter, but it's just Ruin. I know, I'm just teasing. I suppose teasing someone for stuttering is still humorous to Selfine. I know it's a real odd request to make of strangers, but there's something about you two that I just can't wrap my tongue around. Wait, that came out wrong. What is wrong with this girl? While we'd love to take you up on your offer, you obviously have an ulterior motive concealed under the guise of charity. What are you really after? I'm not after anything, really. You make it sound like I'm gonna entrap you and rob you of your gallows or something. Actually, that's a lie. I admit that I do have a little bit of an ulterior motive. I'm just cementing the image of a creeper in your eyes with everything I say, aren't I? That? And you admitted to actually having an ulterior motive for guiding us around? You got it all wrong. It's nothing that hurts you or anything. I just thought I'd share some background about Katia City on our little tour, getting you both familiarized with the local and whatnot. Before dressing you down with who and where and stuff, I kinda just wanted you two to open up to me. That's your ulterior motive? Well, oh no, they think I'm a freak. I was way better off being thought of as a creeper. Blink. Just to clarify, I'm not usually this clumsy with my words. Usually. My mind and my mouth are just having awful off day, so I'd appreciate it if you both could stop staring at me with those looks of intense pity. They really sting, okay? Sure, but could you just hang on for just a second? Sure. We should take her up on her offer, Ritana. We need a guide, and she seems tame enough. I concur on the lack of malintent, but there's a subtle lack of everything in general. I can't sense anything from her. No happiness, no anger, no sadness, nothing. What do you propose, my lady? Ba-dum. I say we take her up on her offer, because really, we still need a guide. Besides, we have to find our sediment stones before anything else. Very well. However, if she initiates a suspicious... Let me rephrase it. However, if she initiates a suspicious line of inquiry that's too intrusive, we agree to leave her company. Does that include our names too? Realistically speaking, I don't think using pseudonyms would be feasible, especially if we fail to respond to them. We should use our first names and make no mention of our surnames. Agreed. Is everything okay? Do you two need more time? Oh, sorry about that. Ruin. It's Ruin, right? Yes, it is. But I really appreciate it if you didn't say it out loud so much. I mean, it's a really silly name, isn't it? I don't think it is. But if you don't want us to call you by Ruin, then what name would you prefer? What name would I? I'm sorry. Please, just call me Ruin. Then it's settled. Ruin it is. My lady? We heard that joke already. Come on, Ruin. Let's get the tour started. Sure thing. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me at any time. She has such a stunning smile, and she looks so elegant too. I wonder if we're the same age. Something suspicious here. Don't know if she's a spy. Your name's Selfine. Wow, that's such a pretty sounding name. Thank you, Ruin. To be honest, I've always been quite fond of it, so please say it as much as you like. I never knew outsiders had such pretty names. So, what's your name? My name is Ritana. I apologize for glaring at you earlier. It was quite rude of me, and I shouldn't have reacted as I did. But please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I got what I deserved. Southbine's friend is really pretty too. What's the matter, Ruin? It's nothing. I was just taken aback by how beautiful you both are. Hello? Super Creeper? Stop saying stuff. She's whispering, like telekinesis mine. Hello? Super Creeper? Stop saying stuff that will make them feel uncomfortable around you. Thank you for the compliment, but I think you're quite beautiful yourself, Ruin. More so than myself. No way! There's no way I'm more beautiful than you, Miss Southline. No way. No how. Don't be silly, Ruin. She's very beautiful, isn't she, Ruin? Isn't she, Ritana? But personally, I would prefer it if you didn't put me on the spot. While I'm still on the spot, I should mention that we're in need of a few things, Miss Ruin. Oh right, you were looking for something you couldn't find in that pawn shop, right? Wait, you were at the pawn shop that we just left? Well, yes, I was. I overheard your conversation with the owner. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but there was nobody else around at the time, and I thought it wouldn't hurt to tune in a little. I really can't sense anything problematic from her. She's so expressive, but this hollow emptiness of hers troubles me. So, what exactly are you two looking for? If you can describe it, I can help you find it. Oh, certainly. We're in need of a few supplies for the long trek back to our homeland. We need a map, canteens, a sufficient supply of water, cured meat. Wow, you need all that just to get back home, huh? Well, you're in luck, because I know where to get all that stuff. We'll stop by a few shops that carry the best of the best. Let's go. But we need sediment stones and clothing first. Ritana, what are you waiting for? Hurry up before you get left behind. What? They're leaving without me? Well, you were standing too long. I can't believe we got all the supplies we needed. And we kept well within our budget. We have more than 300 gallows left to spend. You got it all at a discount because you were with me. Believe it or not, the people around here treat me unusually well. So, if there's anything else you needed, just let me know, and they'll take care of it for they'll take care of it for us at a discount. Are you sure, Ruin? You're not busy with anything today? Not at all. In fact, this is my day off from work, so the timing couldn't be any better. Besides, I was the one who wanted it to take you two out for a tour of the city. I think we have the supplies covered. Is there anything else we need, Ritana? Yes, there is. What's missing? The two things that still required our immediate attention. Oh, we haven't covered the sediment stones or located a boutique with clothes. Tee-hee. At least we've narrowed it down. Ruin. Yes, Miss Ritana? Are there any shops in the city that sell sediment stones? Sediment stones? We're going to need them now more than ever, given the lack of monolines within the crust of this continent. Huh? Well, I do know where they sell them, but I'm not sure they sell those to just anybody, even if you are with me. Sure, I know the person who sells them, but he's still very selective. I mean, they do fetch for a pretty high price. That won't be an issue. Just tell me where to find the store, and we'll handle the rest. Ritana's right, Ruin. You've helped us out so much already, but I can't help but feel awful. It feels like all we've done is take advantage of you. If that's how you really feel, then I suppose I'll have to take you both there myself.